You were never meant to survive the system. You were trained to perform inside of it. Most think this only relates to capitalism, but that there is no area of your life that the system hasn't shaped. That includes generations of family dynamics. Estrangement did not start with a TikTok trend or modern distractions. It's all built into the system, and it benefits greatly when parents and their children are stuck blaming one another, blinded by the system's conditioning. You were conditioned to call its punishments normal. You were told that working hard was noble. But under the rules of this system, working hard never made anybody free. 3 missed mortgage payments, and you're on the street. But the banks can miss by billions and get a bailout? Oh, that's not a glitch. That is a program. Schools punish curiosity and reward rote memorization. Therapy labels your child's resistance as a problem. When despair hits, you're told, stay positive. When you can't, you find whatever keeps you afloat, and your faithfulness is overlooked more than you're rewarded. And then you're told healing is your burden to bear. Basically, be grateful for the trauma, because more won't come to you than you can handle, right? Everything's working out for you, right? But none of that frees you. It just keeps you trapped, performing. They said it would make you stronger, but that wasn't strength. That was survival. And through the personal development and spiritual movements, survival has been rebranded as adaptation. Adaptability became a measuring stick, and the ones who seem to be winning, they're just better at bending further, more adaptable. It looks good on the outside, but if you saw the cost inside, you'd know better. But this pattern, it isn't new. It's what every generation before you adapted to. Keep adapting, keep surviving. But beneath it all, something else was calling. Something that refused to settle for just survival. Remember those moments right in the middle of something when that quiet unrest rose up in you and you thought, man, this isn't right. Each time you questioned the narrative and saw through the facade, that was gnosis, ancient wisdom, your innate knowing whispering beneath the noise. If only you had known never to quiet it over the programming, but you inherited the layers of noise that shushed your knowing. Why wouldn't they want you to pay attention to you? Your conditioning didn't start with you. And your parents, no matter how loving, they were played by the system too. They inherited their programming from their parents, who inherited it from theirs. Each generation was formed into a machine that will never serve them. Even the success stories were simply people who found ways to adapt faster, to bend more, endure more. If you trace it back far enough, you'll see the same root. A system that rewards forgetting who you really are. And so what happens when you begin to weigh gnosis more heavily than programming? You stop passing down chains dressed up as traditions. Because estrangement, it's not a rupture or a failure. It's a torch, a line in the sand saying this cycle ends here.